Signal words and phrases. The word signal is not strange to you, I believe. It is a noun formation of the verb sign with the addition of a suffix al. Signs show direction or guide just like a signpost or signboard. So signal words are not different. They are words that show the reader the direction of the writer or speaker's thought. Moreover, these are used to connect ideas in a text to build meaningful relationships. They will help you achieve smooth transitions from one idea to the next. Again, signal words and phrases give us smooth transitions from one idea to another. All we need to do is to master it. Master it and master it for us to achieve coherent, logical, and clarity in our paragraph, article, or our works. When we say coherent, these are ideas linked together to create relationships and unified meanings. In that paragraph or in your work, the ideas should be related to each other or similar to each other for us to have coherent. We have categories of signal words and phrases. They are additive, illustrative, causative, sequential, comparative or contrastive, and conclusive or deductive. Let's take first additive. When we say additive signal words or phrases, they are used to signal addition of information. Again, addition of information in a text. They commonly appear in descriptive text and expository text, such as character profiles, news, and research papers. So when we say additive, it is just simply you are adding additional information. Okay? Or you just wanted to elaborate your idea or concept that you have. For example, the store manager reported that the shop had been doing great things these last 3 months. Moreover, he said that they had been expecting more customers for the coming months. The additive or the additional information is the second sentence, and we use the transitional word or the signal word moreover. Other words and phrases that we can use to add information are in addition, furthermore, additionally, another, and along with, also, as well, besides to. The second category is illustrative. The second category is illustrative. They are used to provide examples and illustrations to make an idea clear. So you are just providing example. You are providing illustrations to make it clear or you make your idea clear. The second category is illustrative. Illustrative are used to provide examples and illustrations to make an idea clear. So simply, you are just giving examples. You are just giving illustrations to make your idea clear or to have an emphasis or clarity in your idea. They are commonly used in informative text that enumerate examples of concepts and ideas. Let's have the example. The government prohibited some activities during the lockdown. Specifically, they prohibited drinking, gambling, and mass gathering. The second category is illustrative. Illustrative signal words and phrases are used to provide examples and illustrations to make an idea clear. So simply, you are just giving example. You are just giving illustrations. They are commonly used in informative texts that enumerate examples of concepts and ideas. Let's have the example. The government prohibited some activities during the lockdown. Specifically, they prohibited drinking, gambling, and mass gathering. In our example, we have illustrated or we had given some examples, which are prohibited drinking, gambling, and mass gathering. And we use the signal words specifically. Take a look at the other illustration words. We have, for example, for instance, specifically, particularly, such as, like, as an illustration, namely, for one, and one. The third category of signal words and phrases is causative. Causative are used to show cause and effect relationships. When we say cause, it is simply the reason of an action. When we say effect, it is simply the result of an action. They are commonly found in argumentative and persuasive essays. Let's have the sample sentence. The kid has been practicing how to play tumbang preso. Thus, he now knows how to hit the can at the right moment and the right place. So in this sentence, our cause is the first sentence, which is the kid has been practicing how to play tumbang preso. And the result, or as a result of that practicing or practice, is the second sentence, which is he now knows how to hit the can at the right moment and the right place. So in this sentence, it shows cause and effect relationship. That is causative signal words and phrases. Okay, so we use the signal word thus. Take a look at the other words and phrases that we might use to show cause and effect. We have because, due to, as a result, thus, therefore, so, hence, consequently, since, for this reason, thereby. The fourth category is sequential. Sequential signal words and phrases are used to show logical or chronological sequence of ideas or events. It is simply the arrangement of ideas or events. They are commonly used in recounts and expository texts such as biographies, manuals, and recipes. Take a look at the sample sentence. First, break the egg into the hot oil on the pan. Second, season the egg with salt and cook it for 2 minutes. Third, place the egg on a plate and enjoy eating. So the events are being arranged as to which comes first. Let's have the other words and phrases. First or firstly, second, initially, previously, before, after, next, then, finally, subsequently. So these are the other words and phrases for us to show logical or chronological sequence of ideas or events. Next category is comparative. Comparative are used to express the similarity between two ideas. They are commonly used in descriptive and expository text. So it is simply pointing out a similarity between two subjects. They tell you that the second idea is like the first one in some way. Let's have the example. Green and red apples both contain nutritional benefits. Green apples contain antioxidants. Similarly, red apples contain antioxidants but are of higher quantity. So in our example, as you can see, we have shown the similarity between the green and the red apples. Look over the following comparison words. Like, likewise, similarly, in the same manner, in the same way, and compared to. Next category is contrastive. Contrastive signal words and phrases are used to imply conflict and to present ideas that are in contrast. They are commonly found in persuasive and argumentative text. It is simply a change in the direction of the writer's thought. They tell you that their author is pointing out a difference between two subjects or statements. Let's have the example. In urban areas, we can see dense houses, buildings, and roads. On the other hand, in rural areas, we can see a few houses, farms, and swamps. In the example, we pointed out the difference between urban areas to rural areas, using the signal word on the other hand. Let's have the other contrast words. We have however, on the other hand, but, in contrast, on the contrary, nonetheless, nevertheless. Our last category is conclusive or deductive. These are used to present a summary or conclusion based on previously stated statement or information. They are commonly used in writing expository, persuasive, and argumentative essays. So these transition words signal that a writer is about to summarize or come to a conclusion. They tell us that the idea that follows sums up what has gone before it. Let's have the example. Firstly, the actors and the actresses played their role well. Secondly, the spectacle was amazing. Lastly, the director expressed a unique approach in presenting the story. To conclude, I can say that it is a good play. In the example, the last sentence is the conclusion of the presented ideas before it. So we conclude the sentence using to conclude. Let's have the other words and phrases that we can use to conclude a sentence or a paragraph. Let's have that is to say, to sum up, in general, this means, in short, to summarize, to conclude, and therefore.